Usually, in development world, there is one problem. The problem is like I developed something, it is working in my system 100%. But when I give that particular same system to you, it won't work because in your system the configurations are different. For example, I developed an application using Java 25. In Java 25, so many new features are there, and I gave the application to you. In that application, in your system, Java 16 is there. So automatically it won't work now. It will break. So those kind of breaking things happen when you go for things like this. Sir, just a minute. Good. Now, what if, sir, I want to run it? Then what the Docker will do? Docker will create an image. How Docker will create an image? You have to write the image definition. If you write the image definition, Docker will create an image. That image, if you give to your client, the client, whatever he is having in his system, he can also download Docker. And in this Docker, he can run this image. Docker will provide something called containers, and these images will run in the containers. Any doubts? Online, is it clear, ma? Online, is it clear, sir? Good. Now, if I go here, I will show some example. First, I will think, like for example, if I go to the Docker Hub, okay, in Docker Hub, if I go for some kind of game, yesterday I have seen, like, if you remember in class when we searched, some kind of Mario is there. If you see here, there is a Mario game, an image running Super Mario game with a Python simple HTTP server. So a simple game is there which is having it like someone who developed this, someone named Kaminsky something. But sir, to run this, you should have Python. Na? They developed this with Python. My system is not having Python. In my system, Python is not there. So, but if you want to run this app, you need Python because someone developed this one using the Python one. Okay, but I want to run it. All you have to do is pull. Oh, sorry. First, you have to pull and then run it. What he is saying, it unable to pull Docker image format v1 and v1 manifest v2. Okay, maybe it's like the oldest version they are having it. That's why it's not able to pull it. So it's like the old one. I will do something simple one. Linux. Not suggested. Popular Ubuntu. Now, you all know what is Ubuntu, na? Do you know what is Ubuntu? Ubuntu is an OS, operating system. Now, what is the OS I am using? Windows, na? But I want to install Ubuntu. It will be so much process, na? I have to go Ubuntu drivers, I have to install in my system. But instead of that, I can directly run Ubuntu in my particular Windows. All I have to do, Ubuntu people will put some kind of image. I have to pull that particular image. Okay. And then I have to run this. When you are running, you should put a container name. You can give here Ubuntu container. And in that container, I am just running it to Ubuntu. I pulled one image, and that image I am just running it. Why it is exited? Container not able to take it. Why it is taking it this much thing? Docker images fun latest. No, there is something called hello world one. It is a simple image which will print hello world, isn't it? Every application will have Docker Ray. The problem is like I'm not getting an application. Hub, so many are there. Hmm, like what kind of thing you can do? Okay, see, Friendica, someone said it like, welcome to a free social hub. It is some kind of social hub, web, something they are saying it like. So if you want to run this application, you need Apache, you need something like Alpine, you need something like FEM's Alpine and all. But I'm not having anything in my system. So I will try to pull this particular one and I will run this particular one. At least I hope it will work since it is having 5 million plus. Ubuntu spelling, no, container spelling can be anything. It doesn't matter. Container can be any name actually. Download a newer image for Friendica latest. Then go here. This Ubuntu is waste. Now this Friendica is there. I wanna run this Friendica one. If you wanna run it, all you have to do is take the container, run a new container. If you wanna give a container name, now it's running it. Command line Apache foreground initialization finished. Installer could not reliably determine server's fully qualified domain name. Restart. It is taking too much time to run. Uh, Array, why it everything happened like this today? It is running actually now, but it is not giving me exact port. Once it give me correct port and all, then I can able to open it. running. Hmm. This is unable to give me the port. Why, Ray? Why all images are like this only today? Yesterday it stopped this only. Docker Scout is for analyzing that particular image. These things are thoda advanced. Anyone heard of Olama? Olama is a LLM model which you can work in your system. If you use Olama, it will you will get it like some kind of you know separate AI kind of one. It's like your own LLM. You can keep it. Let me try it here. AI. Unable to AI not yet supported by the engine. Please use Docker model. Pull or run instead. So pull. AI models are not supported by the engine. So I have to write the command only. Hmm. Will it work with this? Hmm. Why today something like this happened? Okay, I will run this. There is one application such as N8N. Anyone heard this application named N8N? Online, anyone heard this application called N8N? No, N8N is an application for automation. It is an open source free code automation tool. It's like drag and drop automation you can try. Okay. So I am just doing this one. I'm just pulling and running this particular one. Already I think I have an N8N image. All you have to do is pull that particular image and run this particular image. At least I hope it should work. Now it is working and it gives the link. You can see that. There is this particular one. Latest. Oh, I didn't give the port. Okay. Till now it is not happening because I didn't provide the port number. Let me run this. I'm giving the host name, but I'm not providing the port. So it's like host name something N8N port number 5173 and then run. I forgot to give the port. That is the problem, I think. Now if I open here, can you see one application is running? Everyone see. One application is running. Choose the whatever the application name, it is an 8N. But in where it is running in localhost na? It is running in my localhost na? Did I have in my localhost anything? In my localhost, see what does it mean by localhost running? That means you developed one code, you run it in your own system na? But did I develop any code? Did I have the code? No. I am running some code which is from an online and their whole application I am running it just based on image. I don't have their code only. I did not download their code. I did not even put npm install. Usually what you will do, you will download from GitHub, you will do npm install, and then you will run it. And that too, you will get so many errors if you do npm install and run also. But here, without any that thing, automatically it is running. That is the point of Docker. Online, are you all getting my point now? I think earlier one also not worked because of that only. Now it will work. I can bring any kind of these things and I can run those applications. Monitoring developer tools. I wanted some kind of nice developer tools. Which one I can use? I can use PHP my it is official one for PHP my admin they said. Why puller run is not there? Maybe they are not supporting it now. Popular run. Now go here. Netlify also does the same thing, but not on local. Netlify is like you upload something. Netlify is like you upload something which you downloaded it. Okay. But this is different. Is it one time or it's saved in our system? It is saved not in your system. It is saved in the Docker. It is saved in the Docker. Now, Netlify runs it in global. I wanted to run it in my local. Netlify is like your online storage. I'm running it 5174. If you go here, now on 5174, it's going for this. Can you see PHP my admin is there? Do you know PHP my admin? It's like PHP my admin. You can go for your own, you know, once you have it like PHP my admin, you can run the MySQL and all. In olden times, people used to do this. You can run this. Did I downloaded anything? Did I downloaded PHP my admin sir? No, all I do is just run an image. Online, are you all getting my point, ma? You can create your own Docker image also. All you have to do is, for example, this MVC file I want to run. Okay. Normally, if you want to run this, you need node modules, na? But with this, you can write it here something called Docker file. If you write it here Docker file, all you have to do is give here some commands. For example, from see it won't have any extension. These should be capital. Docker file. From where you code. I'm getting it code from Node.js, Node 18, Alpine. What is this Alpine and all? That is the Node.js image. It will create the Node.js image. I think Node 18. No, Node 18. From Node.js, it will create the image and and where do you wanna create the image? I want to create the image work directory. I will give here work directory as inside the app. There is no folder named app only, but I want it you to create it something app, and in that I wanna put it and copy. If you wanna copy something, I wanna copy everything. Package dot JSON. Now package log.json and package.json. Two things will come. Okay. Do everything in current folder and run. What is the command you will run? npm install. That's it. If you wanna try it any port, export 5000. Expose 5000. Last but not least, run command prompt npm start. Why it is saying it error? Unknown argument. Huh? Huh. Any doubts? Online, any doubts, ma? Now what I have to do is I have to go to this particular folder, cd express.js, cd code, cd mvc. Here I have to do build, docker build, docker build, uh, express mvc Doc. Fire. MVC doc. Building failed, unable to prepare the path. MVC doc. Not Honda. Huh? MVC. Path MVC not found. I'm in MVC only, na? Dot. Then it is building. See, देखो. Now view build details. Where is this particular image now? One warning found. Now it build one image. If I go to my images, can you see here one image is there without any name? I did not provided any name. Now this image if I run my image 3000 npm dot comma start not found. Start. It run the npm start. See, I will tell you two things, ma. One more time. What is it mean by the Docker? Docker will create the images and those images it will run. If someone is doing one big application, they don't share the complete application code. You don't need to install everything that needed for the application. Just take one image built by them, and if you run that image, automatically it will run whole application for you. That is first point. Second, for example, I only build a backend. I want to give my Docker image to someone so that they can run. And how do you create the images? You have to write from which package you wanted to do this. Okay. Now here, I think I have to see this exactly what problems I did wrong. Somewhere I did wrong, I think. And you have to write it here, these kind of things. From which one work, what is the current working directory, and which files you wanna copy, what you wanna run first. So when your application starts, application runs the npm install. So the application will install all the node modules. You don't need to do it. Automatically it will do it. And then it will expose to some kind of file. Then it will run the npm start. That is what I thought. But here something syntax error is there. Dekho, I see an a syntax error. The command instruction is incorrect. And what is wrong in it? It should be set bracket. It should be like this, square brackets. Instead, I gave something like that. That is the major problem. Okay. And I have to write it here, copy the things. See, I put these brackets and you have to write it. To copy your application into a container, you need to write this also. Okay. Done. Anymore? No more, nothing. Now all I have to do is Run one more image. See, sir. Now what will happen, sir? My application, sir, if you want this application to run, you need this node modules, na? You need my code, na? Without you having my code, if you have my image, you can run my code. You don't have my code, but if you have my image, you can run it. For that, I am building the image. How do you build the image? Like this, I will build the image. Then I will write it here, Docker. I will write it here, Docker build in current folder, build the Docker, and it will build the current folder Docker. It got it one Docker build now. Now, if I go here, my page images, there is a new Docker file which is created. Now, this one I will run it. Shit, I didn't give the port number. Go here. 3000 image. Now, can you see here? I got it something high. If you go here, this is something okay. Our application is also going to that particular port only. My application is also running in 5173. So I will stop in another container which is running in 5173 so that my application only will rerun. Restart. Now if I go here, 5173, it printed high. This is my application. If you see here, high is my application. Okay. If I run it in localhost also, I will get the same thing. You see here, npm run dev, you will write npm start. If I do npm start, can you see? This is the application, na? Right or not? That same application is here also, na? Okay. Here I got some errors with the MongoDB and all, I think. Okay. Localhost, some kind of MongoDB 27017 something error came. MongoDB connection not happened. In local, here MongoDB connection happened. This is a simple logic. So you can create images. Now, if anyone having the image, in that image is connected directly to the MongoDB one, I have to write it here connection with the MongoDBs also. Then automatically it will be connected. Any doubts more online? Online, anyone have any questions? No. Next, let's learn. Let's learn something overall system, how they work, how they work the overall systems. Like for example, take it here, Netflix system design. When you are seeing any website, sir, please focus on how that particular website works on, how that particular system design works on. The more you understand about the system design, that means how that particular one they maintain. Okay, you can able to try. No. Oh, someone Kubernetes. Yeah, I forgot. Sir, I will show you. Kubernetes are similar. What is Kubernetes? At a time, if I wanted to run, like for example, I'm running this Node.js application. I'm running one application, Node.js application, and 10 people are accessing my Node.js application. Okay, or not 10, 10 lakh people are coming to my application. Do you think all people coming to one port, will it be good? All 10 lakh people accessing one port, is it good, ma? No, na. One server, not good, na, because server will crash, na. At that time, what we will do, we will divide this particular one into something chota servers. This technique is also called load balancing. And what it will do, Node.js, this Kubernetes will do. You can run the Kubernetes in Docker also. Kubernetes will be there. If you run the Kubernetes in Kubernetes, if you set the port, where is your Node.js is running 5173, then automatically this Kubernetes will give something called cluster. What it will give? Cluster. Each cluster is like a different port. If, for example, one cluster handle 1 lakh people, first cluster will take 1 lakh people, and whenever 1 lakh one person is there, it will go to the second cluster. And again, second cluster builds, it will go to the third cluster. If third cluster builds, it will go to the fourth cluster. You can put maximum clusters, how many you can use. So automatically, instead of everyone coming to one port, that port one will be diverted into multiple clusters. That idea is called Kubernetes. Are you getting my point more online? Cluster is like a separate kind of server, a chota server. Cluster is like a chota server. It's like instead of running it in a big server, you are running each one in a separate servers. Yeah. Not microservices. Don't confuse with the microservices. Microservices is the no backend. What is difference between microservices and the cluster? See, when you are writing the code, sir, for example, I'm writing the code, sir. Someone told me write the e-commerce code. So how I will write? I will write it here. E-commerce means in e-commerce, I want add to cart. I want, something like products. I want something like customer details. Instead of writing all things in one application, I will write each one separate logics. Program only separate logic. And each one I will run it in different server. This is called microservices. Microservices means when you are writing the code only, you divide the code into separate services and you will run it. Okay. For example, you see in your Node.js application, everything we run it in one application only, na? That is monolithic architecture. In microservices architecture, for the add to cart, they create one Node.js. For products, they create one Node.js. For customers, they create one Node.js. Like that, three, four things Node.js, and they work in different. But imagine so many people are coming to customer port. Customer is running, already built. So many is coming. After it is coming, then you want to distribute. It will work for Kubernetes. Kubernetes is not language specific. Kubernetes is for kind of running environment, which is like any language, whether you are doing with Spring Boot or whether you are doing with Node.js, it doesn't matter. When you are running an application, when you wanted to load balance, you will do it like this Kubernetes. Simple. Is it clear, now? Good. Now, someone really asked some interesting question. WebSockets. Okay. WebSockets are like the communication purpose. Like you do chat. When you are doing chatting, sir, when you are doing chatting, you send something, for example, two people are chatting here. One guy sent a message, another guy replied it immediately. Do you think they will use an API for that? You can use API. Someone response go to the API and it will be stored, and again it has to go some response. Again, immediately that should reach to another person, and again that another person has to do this particular API request, and again that response has to come here. That is, it will take it like something big when it comes to the REST APIs. Instead, people will use something called WebSockets. WebSockets, normal processes. I will show you. अरे, normally what will happen? Someone, some kind of HTTP, someone do some request, and the request will get some response and close. That's it. But website, but WebSockets, here, sir, I requested all, give me all the products, get request. It will go to the backend ना, it will give all the get products ना, but उसके बाद connection हो गया ना, right or not? I requested, connection हो गया, they gave response, but WebSocket connection will open only. WebSocket means this close will never happen. Again, you will do request. Again, you will get response. Again, you do request. Again, you response. It won't stop. Okay. The best example is chat app. Chat app servers will never stop. Live notifications, they will never stop. Or multiplayer games, they will not stop. Live dashboards or tracking delivery systems, they anytime you open they will show it like the how much time is there more. Those kind of things people use it with the WebSocket, sir. Online, is it clear, ma? If you wanna try it for WebSockets, sir, how do I try the WebSockets? If you wanna try the WebSockets, there is a package called WS Express. Express WebSockets. Try this one for chat apps, and it will give you WebSocket endpoints. You have to write this Express WS. It is used for the messages and all. One of the famous one people use is socket.io. Socket.io is one of the famous thing people uses in Express, which will give you something basic chart applications. If you want to try it, everything you need for a chart application, they will provide you. Simple thing. They will provide you everything they needed for a chart application, which is socket.io. It's a great start to try. If you wanna build real-time chart application, try this one, socket.io or ExpressWS. Any questions? Any more questions you have? But if you put a WebSocket, that particular server should run always. Simple. So that's why they whatever the service they put a WebSocket, they will keep it in separate one. They will make it run always. Any other questions, sir, online? Streams are same as the WebSockets, but streams will come the video with bytes. Like this is the logic. How the streams will come. How the streams will come here. Here. if you are going for some, see here, so many things are there. But I will give you one simple logic. Instead of this much one, I will tell you one simple logic. Netflix, Netflix have something called storage. Netflix people will store somewhere the data. Okay. Each movie will have easily 100 GB. Some movies will have more than 100 GB plus also because they are high quality movies. Okay. Each movie or a particular series, some series will have it like so many episodes, it will take it like easily 1000 GB or something TBs. Particular memory, they will store it with something CDNs or Amazon sockets, Amazon S3 buckets. Okay. Or different points they will use. Now, what is the problem? When they are presenting this data back, they want to give this particular data back. When they are giving this particular data back, what they will do, they will make this video directly, they will not give. Directly video will not come to the front end. Instead, video will come in chunks, kind of a bit by bit. They will divide that video into chunks and bit by bit they will send it. For that, they will use some kind of chunk managers. There are some kind of chunk managers. So they will say using the chunk managers, they will do it like one by one by one. And that chunks, when they come to front end, front end will add that chunks. One by one piece are coming, those pieces it will add. And that is called streaming, basically. That is the basic streaming logic. Okay. Online, are you getting my point, ma? Online, are you getting my point? Someone asked it like the streaming one. Good. Okay. We'll try this one. We'll do this one then. Then Monday we'll start our main application. I will do some. See, our project. We are not going to do something like e-commerce or something like people do it like every time. We'll do something simple, but some kind of powerful open source will do. We'll create one API and we'll keep that API open source so that anyone can use. Same like fake store API. We'll make it like something server, something simple. Okay, so that you can even show in your resume that you did contributed to something open source. Okay, yeah. We'll discuss these things in we'll discuss these things in deploying in later. We'll first develop some application. Mostly Monday, Tuesday, I will develop the application. Wednesday, we will deploy it. While deploying, I will show you what is CI/CD pipeline, what is AWS, how to deploy it, and then we'll finish it. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you, Alma. Online, if you have any question, you can tell me, sir. No, thank you.
Hey, listen, you have a question from Chegg. Hey, 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 listen, you have a question from Chegg. Hey, you have a question from Chegg. Hey, you have.
Hey, hey, my friend. You've got a question on Chegg. Yeah, that's right, buddy. There's a question waiting just for you. When you're back, make sure to check it out and jump right in. Don't miss it, alright. Hey, my friend. You've got a question on Chegg. Yeah, that's right, buddy. There's a question waiting just for you. When you're back, make sure to check it out and jump right in. Don't miss it, alright. Hey, my friend. You've got a question on Chegg. Yeah, that's right, buddy. There's a question waiting just for you. When you're back, make sure to check it out and jump right in. Don't miss it, alright. Hey, my friend. You've got a question on Chegg. Yeah, that's right, buddy. There's a question waiting just for you. When you're back, make sure to check it out and jump right in. Don't miss it, alright.